Hello guildmates, we're back for the part 3 of our gamification tutorial series where I'll be showing you step by step how to spend your diamonds in style. Now that we're done with our avatar and quest system, I thought, now what should I do with my diamonds? I didn't want it sitting there stacking up with nowhere to go. Another of my problems with my own routine is I have a hard time taking a break. Whether I deserved it or not didn't matter, and whenever I'm in my flow state, I don't really stop until I'm satisfied. And I'm usually not satisfied until I'm completely done with a big task or project, which didn't bode well for my overall well-being. So what I reminded myself is that my diamonds are one of the visual representations of my real life growth and all of my efforts. So this encourages me further to spend it on things that matter to me. So I really wanted this system to be encouragement to you too. So let's get started. Now, we're going to be creating a database for our mall. So I just named it Sleepy Hollow Market just for the heck of it. You can totally name it however you want. Again, this is a gallery view of the database that we just created. So I'm going to open up one item so that I can show you the properties that we will be needing, as well as the related properties to the previous ones that we have just created, which are the quests and the avatar database. So let's open this up right here. First, let's create two number properties. So the first one is the price, so how much this will cost, and the XP that it will reward your avatar once we bought the item. After that, we will be needing to add a checkbox property, and this will indicate that this item has been bought. After that, we will add a relation property to connect to our avatar database, which will make sense later. Make sure to enable the two-way relation on and just name it mall items. This will add a relation property to your avatar database. So after adding the avatar relation, let's make things pretty by creating a price label for this item. Pause the video to copy the formula, and it should look like this when you're done. So again, this is another style formula. Hopefully you're already getting used to this type of formula. I use this quite often to make things more aesthetic and basically more clear at a glance. Okay, so again, these are the formatting styles. You can change this however you want, and you can also add an emoji preceding a property type. Okay, so again, this is the property, so this is the how much diamonds it will cost you to buy this particular item. Okay, after that, we'll create a button for us to claim or buy this item using diamonds. So just add a button property, just scroll down a bit, and then you'll be able to select this one. After that, you can just go ahead and customize the name. Again, you can use any fancy text generator online and then you can copy the text from there and then paste it right here, including the emojis if you want. After that, for example, if this is blank, all you have to do is just add action and then choose edit pages in instead of edit property. Okay, so edit pages in and then choose this one, this page, okay, since I've already created it. So all you have to do is just choose the claimed checkbox property and then just change it to checked. So what this means is each time you click this button, it will check the item, basically signifying that you've already bought this item. Okay, after that, make sure to add another action, which is show confirmation. What this will do is it will show a pop-up message right here. So if this is new, if this is a new action that you have added, it will not show a formula. Okay, so all you have to do is just choose this one. It will let you edit it as a formula. Just pause the video and then you can copy this formula right here. So basically what this pop-up will say is that you have spent this much diamonds for this particular item. Okay, so you can include the \n right after a word. And then of course always enclose the word plus this \n in a quotation mark. Okay, again, it will signify another or a new line, a new paragraph. You basically spend this much diamonds for this particular mall item. Okay, so I added format right at the end so that it will convert it to text, because without this, it will show up as a link of the item. Okay, so you just want it to not be clickable. It's up to you, actually. You can actually erase this or delete this and just call the mall item. Okay, it will be clickable. However, it will just direct you to the same page that you have claimed. Okay, after that, you will show, or you will see how much XP, how many XP you've gained from that particular item that you have bought. Okay, and then after that, you can just save it. Now, before adding this label, this formula, we'll need to add some properties to your avatar database. Since we've already created our mall system, and if you recall, we already turned on or enabled the two-way relation from our mall. So the relation from our mall should be added up here as well. So this should already be in here. And then what we're going to need is our avatar to show how many diamonds you've spent, as well as how many diamonds are remaining after the retail therapy. Okay, so now let's create a formula for the diamonds we've spent. All you have to do is, again, just pause and copy the video right here. Basically, this whole formula will refer to all of the items we've claimed, so it will count the diamonds spent on those alone. So it will not count the diamonds that we have not spent. Now here's the formula for the remaining diamonds we have after spending an X amount in our mall. So to make sense of this formula, this just means that if we didn't spend anything, meaning if the diamond spend is equal to 0, not more than, not less than, but equal to 0 exactly, it will show us the diamonds we've gained so far from doing quests, which is the diamonds gained. So this is the expression basically of when this condition is true. So if this is true, it means that the diamonds that we have will be shown as the diamonds we've gained. So this is a property that we have created earlier on. However, if we have spent more than 0, basically, if this condition isn't true, right? So basically, if the way it will not be true is if we spend more than 0, it means that we want to subtract the diamonds that we have spent from the diamonds that we have gained. All right, so that's all this is for the remaining diamonds. So the type should always be number. It should be number, and then there should be an output right here, okay? Because otherwise it will show up as an error. So that's the if statement for our formula properties for our remaining diamonds. Now that we have that, okay, we can now create this particular label right here for our total diamonds. Again, this is another style property. So instead of the diamonds gained property, I use the remaining diamonds because that will show the exact or real-time diamonds that I have left after I spent some. Okay, so again, you can choose to edit or change the formatting styles here, since this is a style formula. Alright, so as you have noticed, whenever I want to use or whenever I want to have a label for a certain formula, it will make it look pretty. I always use style. I'm not sure if anybody else can use other formula to signify or make the label more aesthetic other than style. So yeah, don't worry, I'm still studying. Okay, now that we have shown the diamonds, let's go back to our mall database. Now we can do this particular formula, okay? Copy the formula right here. I used another let's formula. There's another formula that will let you have or will let you create a variable and an expression. It's also let. Okay, so it's still valid basically. If you have only one variable and then one expression, then you can use let. But if you want to use or create more than one variable, then you can use lets, okay? So the plural form. So I created this variable. I named it diamonds left. And then since I have added my avatar as a relation earlier, then I can type the avatar here. That's the avatar. So basically, whenever, for example, I just type in my avatar, it will show in here in the properties. Okay, so just click on this and then it will appear right here. Okay. And then what this will do is it will map the property that I'm typing in, which is the remaining diamonds. All right. And then after that, in order to turn it into a number, I just added the sum property and then left it as blank. Okay. After the comma, what I did is I created an if statement for the expression. So basically, the condition is the diamonds left. So basically, all of the diamonds that I have left, remaining diamonds basically, it should be more than the price. If this is true, if the diamonds left is more than the price, it means basically I can afford it. Okay, so this is the style if the condition is true. So I typed in the affordable. So this will show if the condition is true, that the diamonds I have left are more than the price. However, if this is not true, meaning that the diamonds I have left are less than the price, then this is the message that will show. So I still need 21 diamonds because this particular item cost 30 diamonds. So it means I still need 21 diamonds. So I still need to gain more so that I'll be able to buy this one. Okay? And that's it for your mall system. I just changed the visibility for these properties, so you won't really need to edit them as much. So instead of creating sections, you can just edit the visibility of this one. So say always hide. That way, whenever you want to just not be bothered seeing too many clutters on your Notion pages, you can just go ahead and hide the properties, and then it will only leave you with the fields that you usually edit or you usually change. Okay? However, since it's always very important for you to add your avatar to this field so that it will count the diamonds in basically the instance that you have claimed this particular item, then I suggest that you create a template for this one. So how you do it is you're going to go to new, and then for example, you just create a new page. You just add a new template. So since I've already added one, you can just edit this right here. You can always add an icon so that, you can customize it even further. It's up to you. And then what you can do here is you can just add the template or the avatar in this particular field so that each time you create a new page, okay, it will automatically add that item to your avatar. Okay? It's the similar thing with quests. You can also add a template by going to this one, by creating a new one, and then making sure that your avatar is already added in this particular field so that you won't have to add it each and every time that you create or add a new task or habit or quest. Now I have a bonus tip, like for example, for my pricing mechanics, I price the necessary break items low so I can buy them quite easily. For items that will probably deal some real life damage, like for example, doom scrolling or anything that will break my productivity, I price them higher so I won't give in too easily to those bad habits. I especially price high some items that will require me to spend real life money, And this way, it will also encourage me to save instead of splurge. Although I love days where I could just chill at cafes, I also want to save for stuff that I'm planning for the future, like traveling overseas, buying some real estate, and other stuff that I feel is worth saving for. And that is the end of my gamification tutorial series. I'm not sure when or if I'll be doing another tutorial after this. I'm leaning more towards showing a creative mindset, like how I end up with the layout of my Notion dashboard, my inspiration, and that sort of stuff. Kind of like a backstory and why I ended up creating a whole system in Notion, among other things. What I would want to show, though, are the things you didn't think you can create in Notion, as there are already so many content creators online doing deep dive and extensive tutorials. So that's why I was having second thoughts on doing more tutorials moving forward. I do have a list of Notion links for where I got some of my formulas and design inspiration in my Substack, which I will link down below. I do offer 40% discount to my premium Gamify templates when you subscribe to my newsletter. So this is a goodbye for now, and thank you so much for your support. Your comments mean a lot to me, and they've helped me with creating and upgrading some of my Notion templates as well. So thank you so much for that. Again, thank you so much, and see you in the next one.